Hello everyone, my name is Naif. I am student in KFUPM. Today I'm going to talk about the indoor pollution. We will go over the three common pollutants, which is the first one is radon, and the second type is the monoxide and the dioxide, and the last one is the formaldehyde, which is CH2O. We will talk about the radon. We will go over four types. The first one, the definition of the radon. Second one, source of radon. And we will go next to some risk of the radon. And at the end, we will introduce some way to compact it. And we go over it. Okay. What's the radon? The radon is a chemical element with symbol is Rn and atomic number is 86. It's slightly soluble in water and it's stable and more dangerous isotope is the radon 222 because it has the longest half-life of 3.8 days. The source of radon, the radon is just radioactive, odorless, colorless, and tasteless. It's forming naturally with the uranium decay. It's present in the rock and the soil. And now with risk, it accounts for over half the background radioactivity on Earth. Since it's slightly soluble in water, it can be separated in different media. And the radon 222 is an alpha emitter, and its exposure may lead to the lung cancer. And now with how to compact the radon. There is a two-way, the short test kits and the long one. The short one is by using an activated charcoal to collect the radon for a period of several days, and the long one by using a special piece of polymer film, and then we can determine the level of radon. By knowing the length of exposure, we can calculate the concentration. If it's too high in the house, then it must be regularly ventilated. A more effective way to prevent the radon pollution is to reroute the gas before it gets into the house, for example, installing a ventilation dust. The second indoor pollutants are the carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide. The definition of them, they are basically a product of combustion. The CO2 are formed with an abundant supply of oxygen, while in limited supply of oxygen, they are both formed. I mean the CO2, the carbon dioxide, and the CO, which is the carbon monoxide. The indoor sources of these two gases are the wood stove range and the heater, and also the tobacco smoke. The indoor sources of these two gases are the gas cooking range, the wood stoves, and the tobacco smoke, and the heater. Both the carbon dioxide and monoxide are odorless and colorless, but the carbon dioxide is not a toxic, unlike the carbon monoxide, which is highly poisonous. The risk of the carbon dioxide and monoxide, they can lead to the headache, and for the carbon monoxide, it can lead to the death when the hemoglobin particles or molecules be complexed with the carbon monoxide in the blood. It leads to the death. The solution for this issue is just for the carbon dioxide, the ventilation, and for the carbon monoxide, it's just oxygen supply. The last cause of indoor pollution is formaldehyde, which is CH2O. The definition of it, it's just a disagreeable smelling liquid used in construction. The risk of it, the low concentration of the formaldehyde can cause the nausea, the headache, the drowsiness, and the respiratory distress. And the solution for this problem is just a proper ventilation is the best way to remove it. Another way is the redox reaction. Since it is a reducing agent, the air containing antioxidants such as Al2O3 and KMNO4, they convert the harmful CH2O to less harmful, which is HCOH. Here we have an application of the radon 222. It's basically the half-life of radon 222 is 3.8 days. starting with 1 gram of the reagent 222, how much will be left after 10 half-life? It's basically just for the first half-life it's 3 point, the half-life is 3.8, it's 1 gram. So for the first half-life it's 1 gram. After one half-life it will be half of the one, which is half a gram. After 3 half-life it will be quarter, and so on. Okay, so it's basically, we can consider it as a sequence by using the relation 1 gram multiply by half to the power n, and n is the term which is the half-life. So for the first half-life we just substitute n by 1, and for the second half-life we substitute it by 2, and so on. That's it. Thank you for listening. This is my presentation. I hope that you can get some benefit of it.